Hey y'all, happy Monday. So it seems like sales on eBay are finally picking back up for me. It's been a month where it's been a little wishy-washy, but I'm glad they're back, which is good because I got all this stuff to list and hopefully it'll go right out the door like those packages I packed yesterday. Today we're going to pull the rest of the orders that we had from the weekend, and then we'll tell you what our total was for the video as well as for the entire weekend. We're going to start off with these two Victor mousetraps. What's funny is I sold these to two different people on 2 different days. Just happened to be the same weekend. I picked these up at a yard sale for only $1 a piece, and they sold to their buyers for $4 and then $5.95 respectively. $4 one, somebody sent me an offer and I accepted. They've been hanging around a while. This next item is a pair of Homeco gold hummingbirds that are like wall decor from 1985. And I found one of these on a table at a highway sale, asked how much it was. Lady said $1. She goes, "Oh, do you want the other one?" It had fallen on the ground behind the table. Absolutely, I do. Paid $1. They sold for $15.95. Now we have a multiple item order going out. And I'm going to say thank you, Alexis, if you are somebody who watches my videos, but you didn't tell me if you were or not. You definitely have a sort of theme going with the items you picked up. Starting with this like Pennsylvania Dutch looking doily, paid $0.25 at an estate sale, sold for $8.46. And then this doily I found at the bins, I paid $0.25 for by weight. It sold for $5. And then we have a set of 6 embroidered small pocket handkerchiefs. These were all picked up at the same estate sale, and I paid $1 for the lot of them. They sold for $10. Now we got to find your other 3 items. We're going to start with a Christmas ornament, and even though this is an ornament, it's still kind of on theme because you have some doily type things, and this is the kind of crocheting that my mom did when I was growing up. She made a lot of doilies in the same kind of style. If we can find what we're looking for, and there it is. So these are all hand crocheted kitty cat Christmas ornaments. They were hanging on a tree, little tree, inside of a bedroom of a house that I went to for an estate sale. I pulled them all off and they only charged me $1 for all 6 of them, which I thought was a great deal. Cute little kitty cats here, paid $1. They sold for $15.26. Then you got some jewelry, and this is something that's been hanging around in my store for quite some time. I bought a large box, like one of those Rubbermaid plastic totes that you would like store shoes in. It's like the size of a shoebox. Anyway, bought a whole box filled with jewelry at a highway sale for $10. And so I pulled some silver out of it, I pulled some gold out of it, lots of great things in there. And so I'm just going to say any of the jewelry that, you know, wasn't precious metal that I didn't either sell or keep for myself, but listed, like these little drop dangle Gothic style earrings, they're just costume jewelry. I say I paid $0.25 a piece for those items out of that box. And this pair of earrings sold for $5.06. And then one last item heading out, and it is going to be a sun catcher. This is probably the only thing that's not on theme in my head. Well, I guess the earrings aren't really on theme with doilies. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking in circles. Circles, that's the theme. You got some round doilies, and this is a round sun catcher with dice in it. I picked this up at a highway sale as well, paid 50 cents for it, and it sold for $10.16. So thank you for your order, Alexis, if you are a viewer. If not, you'll never know I thanked you. Next item going out is one of those things that I pick up at estate sales and like it could sit forever. Nobody could ever buy it. And I still think it's cool and I still keep grabbing them. This is a little hanging hand broom. It is plastic. It's made by Kellogg, which I don't know if it has anything to do with a company that makes cereal or not. I don't think so. But anyway, I paid $0.25 at an estate sale. It sold for $8.46. But that thing could literally just hang there for the rest of time and never get any interest. So it's always cool when things like that sell. Now we have an item from that most recent estate sale that I did that video of where I got all that wonderful stuff. This is a little half teaspoon country goose little trinket. I think he's adorable. I paid $0.25. He sold for $9.95. And we got to make sure we put things back where they belong. Can't just pull stuff out and leave drawers open everywhere. Now we have some patches going out. These were from an estate sale that I went to, and they had like a whole bucket of patches, and I was afraid they were going to be priced expensive, but they just gave me a price on my whole bag, so I was happy. Got a little navy anchor there, and then this Women Serving Our Nation patch. Paid 50 cents for them. They sold for $11.01. Now this next item is actually pretty cool. I picked it up just because I thought it was neat looking at the thrift store, and it only had 99 cents on it, so I thought it was worth getting. When I got home and checked the comps on it, turns out this is Bakelite, and it is a pretty desirable trinket box. So you can see inside here, it's made by a company called Hickok, and they sell pretty frequently on eBay. There's a lot of sold comps. So I paid 99 cents at the thrift. It sold for $21.95. So I would definitely pick that up again if I saw it. Now we have a book going out that I've actually had for quite some time. This is, at the time that I bought it, I thought this was probably the oldest book I had in my reselling inventory. And of course it isn't now, but this is a 1945 hardbound copy of the Oregon Trail. And I picked it up at the bin, so it only cost me 50 cents. As you can see there, somebody had written on the inside that it was a first edition, which I'm not 100% sure if it is, but it's still very cool. Got some great illustrations. 1946, I mean, that's almost 80 years old. 80 years old, yeah. So very cool book. I like saving these things when I see them at the bins. And it finally sold for $29.95, which was my full asking price, so I can't complain. We do have some Annalee going out today. I think we have 3 or 4 different Annalee orders going out. We're looking for a vampire. Is it this one? Yep, the number matches. I thought it was bigger than this. Either way, this is a cute little vampire mouse. He's holding his little red bag there. I paid $1 for him at that estate sale where I bought the whole collection. This one sold for $12. Now this is kind of a neat item. I picked up this macrame plant holder at an estate sale, and I've got it tied up there, so I got to work the tie loose. But you put like a flower pot right there on that little brass ring and, you know, just hang it. Very neat, very boho chic, and it's got little brown wood beads in it. Very cool item. I paid $1 at an estate sale for it. It sold for $10. Somebody sent me an offer and I was hesitant, but I was like, you know what, $1 into 10, it gets gone. They're gonna love it. Happy to do it. So I accepted that offer. Now we have some trinkets going out. It's been a while since we sold a trinket lot. You know, sometimes they're just better than others. It's a bunch of random stuff that I put together. About 60 pieces in here. And we actually sold this one on an offer. I sent a 15% offer to a watcher and they picked it right on up. So these are heading out. I have maybe $3 into it. Sold for $29.71. Now we have an item which I'm still trying to wrap my head around how I'm going to ship it. I hope I have a box already made that'll fit this, because I know I don't have any of the larger flats that I usually use in my storage unit at the moment. But this is an avocado green Rubbermaid flatware, silverware, you know, liner for inside your drawer. It's a little bit of a larger one, a lot wider than the normal ones, like an extra slot. I paid $1 at a highway sale. It sold for $15.26. All right, and you guys might remember the video that I made when I was out of town, went to a thrift store, and I was like, oh, they must have known I was coming. They put out an entire bag of Letterman patches. Well, this is one that was in there. There actually ended up being 14 in there, and it was $6.99 for the bag. So they cost me 50 cents a piece. This one sold for $12.71, and the bag is already paid for. Any more of those that I sell, pure profit, which is awesome. All right, now we're grabbing another Annalee. Actually, 2. This person bought 2, but they bought them like Sunday night and Monday morning. Kind of odd, but this little mouse is holding what they call plum pudding is the title of it. So cool little mouse. It's definitely vintage. These are 2 that I'm pulling right now came from a yard sale. This was after I'd done the big estate sale buyout. I paid $1 a piece at a yard sale for a lady's entire collection, so that was pretty cool too. And they are a lot older than the original collection I bought. And this is just a little boy mouse. He's holding a bouquet of flowers. Very cool. Paid $1 a piece. This one sold for $13.56. All right, now we're heading down to our shoes. And of course, they're not going to be the ones that are in front. I'm looking for some flip-flops. It's actually 2 pairs of flip-flops. They were brand new. And I got these at a yard sale right near my house. And I originally purchased them for me, but they were a little bit tight, so I decided I'd go ahead and sell them. But these are 2 pairs of Clark flip-flop sandals, and I don't remember what size they are, maybe 7 and a half, I'm not sure. But I paid $1 a piece for the pair. Somebody sent me an offer for $18. Again, I was hesitant to accept it, but I've had them listed for over a year, and summer's coming to an end, so I figured I'd go ahead and take the offer. Now this is a neat item. I went to an estate sale that had a ton of vintage toys. I'm talking in the pictures, they had strawberry shortcake galore, My Little Pony, and everything was priced super high. Then I saw these Chilly Willy playing cards that's actually like a memory card game, and they had $2 on it. And I was like, I don't know. But when I checked the comps, they were amazing. So I picked them up for $2. They sold for $39.95. All right, we have another Anna Lee doll going out. And this one's special. This is the only Anna Lee doll I've gotten that is like cross-branded. So like a movie theme, like Wizard of Oz. You know this guy, he's the mayor of Munchkin City. I paid $1 and he sold for $44.95. I can't look at him without hearing, as mayor of the Munchkin City. That one was cute. All right, this little guy, little camper mouse, is not going out. I had to move him out of the way to get to a Creative Memories album. You know, I sold Creative Memories, I sold Anna Lee, and I didn't sell any Pez. I almost hit the trifecta, but not quite. This is like a khaki brown sand color with a gold trim, 12 by 12 album, new old stock. Very cool piece. Paid $0.25 at that estate buyout. It sold for $29.95. And we have another Anna Lee order going out. So I think that ends up being like 4 different orders, maybe 5 pieces going out today. And we had a couple yesterday as well, so that's great. We are looking for a Santa Claus, but he's a chef. He's baking some bread for Christmas. Very cool. The way I've got him wrapped up here, it's kind of hard to see his face, but he's very jolly. I paid $1 at an estate sale. He sold for $12.71. And our last item going out today is going to be in our keychain drawer. My favorite estate sale company was holding a estate sale at a house that the person who lived there used to work for CMP Telephone Company. So I got a lot of really cool old phone company branded stuff, including this little keychain where you can keep like your dime or quarter to use a pay phone, for those of you who know what that is. That way you'd always have a spare quarter. I paid $0.25 for it. It sold for $14.95. So in total, all this stuff cost me $22.24, and it all sold for $427.64, which is 19 times our money. But more importantly, our weekend total was $683.69, which tells me we are heading in the right direction. eBay is picking up, and we will see you soon with another video of what's sold.